Hello, hi. How are you? How's it going? Happy time zone, friends. Happy time zone. Um, it is Sunday afternoon. Getting swole. Hey, you know what? I'm down for it. So, fun fact, I was visiting my father today, and as such, other siblings showed up, and I have a few, not many, but a few offline donations that I will be applying towards my stream for Saturday of next week. So trying to decide how I want to break it up, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be two drink roulette pools, but we'll see. I have the cash. I just have to figure out how I want to apply it. So I'm excited. That means all the more torture for everybody else, which, is a thing. And nerd, yes, that's me. I may or may not play with some of my milestones too, depending on what everyone's up for on Saturday. Like if I can swap out one of the meh ones for, I don't know, let's chug some Malort. Not that I would actually recommend that to anybody, but you know what I mean. Fiery Cat, hello! How are you, friend? Fiery Cat has been hitting the ground running with Extra Life in 2024. It's awesome. Ooh, in the car. Even better. Not all of it. Like, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that most of it doesn't need to be refrigerated leading up to, because it wasn't refrigerated when I got it from the store. But I have stuff waiting like just in reach here to remind me. Get the glare off of that. Clam juice. Doesn't this sound like something that we really want to be doing shots of next week? But it's in the drink roulette. It's possible. So we got all sorts of fun stuff. EFQ. EFQ's in the house. What timing, friends, because it is also part 1 of part 2 of the stream where I do this and run my fingers over this whole thing and pull out something, which is the Moon Queen tea. This is a black tea with raspberries, black currants, blackberries, bilberries, and raspberry leaf. Now I'm super excited to try this. So we, on normal streams, EFQ, we like to sample 2 of your teas in a stream. And so I start out with one. My water is already done over there. So we will be trying this one as we speak. Clam juice does sound awful. Doesn't it sound like a great way to torture and torment us? So a great idea to donate to next weekend during our big first push for Extra Life. I think it sounds good. I had down 2 different kinds of gross sodas, because I have a mini fridge full of gross sodas right now. And then I was talking to a friend on Facebook who suggested, instead of one of the gross sodas, that I sub in hot dog water. So that might be one of the ones there. Clam juice tea. I think that you might I think that you might be offending our lovely sweet EFQ here. Don't drink hot dog water. Well, is it worse than clam juice? Is it worse than pickle juice? Or I even grabbed the seafood cocktail sauce. We're going to have a wide variety of possible things to take shots of on Saturday next week. Says the sausage steeper. Yes, see? It's for the kids, guys. It's for the kids. And like I said, Loopy, I don't think you heard this one. I got offline donations while I was with my family. So I'm not going to post them right now, but I'm probably going to post them closer to the event day on Saturday. And so we at least have 2 drink roulette pulls that we have to do. So that'll be fun knowing going into it that we have at least those 2. Well, I said I'm not going to do Bean Boozled anymore. This is kind of the direction that I'm going in. Although on the spin wheel, there is something that says spoonful of Marmite, but we all know how I'm going to do with that, right? We all know how I'm going to do with that. And EFQ, I can see you making this just because you wanted it, because it sounds delicious, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Silly, hello. How's the weather there? We did get the snow we were talking about, but luckily, it's not sticking. Unlike Vermont, where we just left, where we were hoping to have our kids like throw them in the snowbanks, but there was no snow. They have at least 4 inches outside this very moment. So that's a bit of a bummer, but hopefully you don't have to go to your kids don't have school tomorrow. Marmite is great. I actually Matt was supposed to do a spoonful of Marmite the other day on stream and couldn't get the Marmite open. I got it open for him, but then I said, well, there's also this backup you can do, and I got him the Wurs that I saw on your stream. I said, well, you can do a spoonful of Marmite or a spoonful of Wurs, and he went for the Wurs, and that was fun. I really wish someone clipped it, because it's worth seeing if you haven't yet, EFQ. Yeah, Loopy, I'm like super excited for this. Like I said, some of my lower tier milestones I might swap out with everyone's agreement on Saturday. We'll see where everyone is and kind of swap out some of the we'll play a new game, whatever, for something involving the stuff we have on hand. Mix it up, make it fun. Use the collective trio that's going to be there to my full advantage to get all the donations, though I still plan on leaving up that $15 exercise one because I think that will really, I know that Rob won't do it. I know that Fat Drunk Ninja won't do it. So I know that I'm the only one that would be doing those, but at the same point in time, you can actually see better. I haven't mucked with my camera. It's been a weird weekend. You can see better at Rob's house. So, yeah, you could definitely see me struggling through all those punishments. So I am down with that. 50 mile per hour winds, not something that I would want. No, thank you. No, thank you. So I know you didn't listen last time, Sally, but I'm going to say it this time again. Keep that there. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't care if it disintegrates. I don't care if you send it the other direction. I don't want it. Don't send it my way. I know, but it makes me feel better to think that I can be like, well, this is all Sally's fault, because I told her that I didn't want this weather pattern, and she clearly had it first. Because that ever works, right? Not really blaming you. We know this. We know this. I'm laughing because in one of the Discords, and some people know what this, someone else brought up that they're hoping in 2024 to be able to play Silk Song. And I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. Let's be real. Let us not fool ourselves this year like so many did last year. There will be none. And it will be okay. It will be fine. It will be great. We don't need it. We want it, but we don't need it. Hey, I'm still down to make the t-shirt that I get sick to help sick kids, or however I said it yesterday. I'll have to go back and look. I am down for that kind of merch because it's true. Like, I forget how we even got on this topic, but I made mention to Matt, I think it was this morning or last night, that clearly we have established that the gross foods are kind of more my thing versus his thing, because I think I can handle them a little bit better. Anyone who didn't see the clip, there is a clip of him trying the pizza that I mentioned yesterday, which I'm going to have to pull up a list of what was on that pizza. He took one bite and that was it for him. Let's see. Let's see if I can get the list of the stuff on the pizza. I know I typed it out somewhere, so. But I admit I spammed this section with stuff that was not exactly 100% relevant to the topic at hand. When did I do the pizza? It was a while ago. That was game day. Okay. No, that's not it. Apparently I didn't post it on this channel. Well, that's just a bugger. Let's see. Let's try this channel. Lillet Pizza. There's that. Was that really July? Was that July? Well, courtesy of someone that I'm not going to name, but you know exactly who I'm talking about and may be in this chat, I had to do a 10-course Thanksgiving meal on the pizza to start off as my base. So that happened. I would have thought I had that more typed out somewhere, but I guess we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's see. Look at all this Baldur's Gate conversation. I can't imagine that I would ever have conversations relating to Baldur's Gate ever. No, that doesn't happen. We're almost to that month. Enjoy the lurk, EFQ. Thank you for showing up. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think of this tea here. Tea. Which should be done steeping. There's the pictures of the pizza. Okay. So. There's me making the squid for the pizza. Loopy! Was that a gift sub or was that you? Sorry, I'm restream, man. Thank you so much for the sub. EFQ, thank you so much for the gift sub. You are beautiful and amazing. Thank you. Enjoy the lurk. Where was I? So. Nope. Did I really not type out a list of this? This is so weird. That is so weird. Let me check here. I got one more place to look, and then I'm just going to have to try to do it from memory, which is also scary in and of itself because my memory is horrible. Yeah, apparently, like no lists of the ingredients existed or exists. This is weird. Welcome to the family, officially here, Loops. Let's see. I don't even want to know what that is. Just curious to see if I wrote it down somewhere, because, in between all the work stuff that I have written down here. So basically, if I remember correctly, can you hear this in the background? Can you hear it? Because this is fun. Holy cow, cat. Why? 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 I guess I just don't have a list of this anywhere, and that kind of makes me sad. The cat is licking the container, the outside of a case of water. So all I'm hearing is lick, 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 lick. Please stop. Come on. So anyway, it was like we had turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy and corn and green beans and a bunch of other stuff. So then we also had squid and and uh chocolate syrup in circus peanuts, and I'm trying to remember what else ended up on this pizza. The circus peanuts I know for sure, but the thing is, even with the squid, now the squid had Matt. That was it. Done. I don't think he would go anywhere near that, like, at all. I didn't mind, honestly. I think that it was actually pretty good. If we took the circus peanuts off of it, I wouldn't have minded it at all. In fact, it made me want to have Thanksgiving in pizza form, if that makes sense. Like I said, next time we do a Thanksgiving dinner, I just want to make it a pizza instead. So what I had done was I took just a frozen cheese pizza and put stuff on top of it because I didn't want to go like all out on that. But I think that, like, for Thanksgiving, seriously, if you make the dough and instead of using red sauce, use gravy and build from there. Oh, Mark might like this one. I'm looking at it. I think Thanksgiving pizza should be a thing. I think Thanksgiving pizza is an amazing concept that I was only made aware of because of this opportunity to eat disgusting things to help sick kids. So, see? It wasn't bad except for the disgusting parts. Honestly, even with the chocolate syrup, it was the circus peanut was the only thing that was really off for me. The rest of it was A-okay. So that was cool. We are now going to drink Moon Queen tea, available at elvenfairyteas.com. Get yours today. It is a black tea with raspberries, black currants, blackberries, bilberries, and raspberry leaf. Corned beef and cabbage? I don't know. And I might be saying this, and this could be something that we open up for an extra life thing. I'm going to have to count on you guys. If there's two things in life that I have to put on my list of top 5 things I never want to eat, 2 of them guaranteed would be corned beef and cottage cheese. Your girl liked Thanksgiving squid pizza, but she doesn't want to eat cottage cheese. No. In fact, the last time I tried cottage cheese, I was a child. And that was, I think, probably the last time my brother tried applesauce. Neither one of us could stand the other thing. So, like, it would be funny. My mom would take cottage cheese and smush down the middle of it and pour applesauce in the cottage cheese and eat that. And it would just make both my brother and I gag. This is delicious tea. This is annoying. Please stop. Can you not do that? I just asked you not to do that, buddy. Okay? I will lock you out if I have to. Uh-oh. Not that I know of. It's the it's the cat. It's the so I have a case of water right next to my stand here. One, because I drink a lot of water, so having a case of it on hand is great. And two, because I'm making all this tea, so I want to put the bottled water in to make the tea. I don't want to use tap water. And so I just have it in the case, what doesn't fit in my fridge, and the cat is sitting there licking the plastic that's the outside of the case of water. I have a plastic licker for a cat, and I don't really know what that means. Like, if he was eating it, I would worry about pica, but he's not eating it. He never eats it. He just sits there and licks and licks and licks, and the only thing he licks is plastic. So yeah, and it's okay to put the yellow counter up, because I'm sure it is grossly undersized. But yeah, no. So here's the thing: I have eaten a spoonful of Marmite right before eating that gross pizza, and I was fine. I took on that milkshake, that horrible abomination of a milkshake that you guys built for me, and then went out to dinner that night to meet my guild, right? So I can do most of this stuff. You get me anywhere near cottage cheese, and the idea of it makes me just want to cry. And then I see people put black pepper on cottage cheese. What is that? What is that? Like, to me, it's gross and death. So there's that. But on top of that, what about cottage cheese says, I really just need to just douse this in black pepper. So what's that saying is it really tastes so gross that people just need to put something on their tongues that make it so they can't taste things very well. That's my take on cottage cheese. Crunchy Cheetos with cottage cheese. I can't get behind dipping. Like, I can't not get behind dipping things in stuff. Like, French fries, I will dip them in ketchup, mustard, mayo, my Frosty, anything that I can dip them in, ranch dressing. Gonna be, let's see how long it takes before Sapphire loses her shit on stream today. Cottage cheese on baked beans. Full disclosure, I really hated baked beans as a kid too, and I can't remember the last time I ate them. So I don't know. And I think the only time that I have had hummus, if I'm being honest, was when I went out to an authentic restaurant. I don't know how he doesn't cut his tongue open. I just don't. Cottage cheese. So, like, have you guys ever had something that as a child, either the look, the texture, the taste, something just made you say, absolutely not, I don't want to eat it, I never want to try it, and then carry that through to adulthood? Because I know there's a lot of things as a child I didn't like that as an adult, I'm like, what was wrong with me? Like, I had a pure hatred for sour cream as a child. And I think that that's like a little slice of heaven right there. So, you know, it's funny how that happens, right? Uh-oh. Oh God, what did Matt clip this time? Why are we clipping my licky comment? But peaches and cherries, as a child, you did not like peaches and cherries. I, as a child, used to go. There was this restaurant just 2 blocks down from where my parents' house was. That was owned by my ex sister in law's family at the time. So we would go up there. And even after my brother and sister in law divorced, they would still like let us eat for free, which was a little weird, but we definitely didn't take advantage of it, right? But I'd always go in as a little girl and ask for a salad with no potatoes because, you know, I was sophisticated for a 5-year-old, right? Hated tomatoes, but I loved salads. I loved vegetables. I loved fruit. And I think the first time I actually sat down and ate a meat product and liked it was when I was in junior high. I think when I started sports is when I did that. See, I like cherries. I don't like cherries with pits in them though. That does throw me off a little bit. But see, here's my thing about peaches is that I need to have a nice fresh peach. Canned peaches are kind of an abomination, but I will eat them. The worst thing is artificial peach flavor for me. I just can't. They try to replicate the same with blueberry. Honestly, they try to get the artificial flavor to like taste like the real thing, but it just doesn't. A peach cobbler would be amazing. And it's also funny, like, one would think. Um, which is also funny because, like, as a kid, I liked peaches, but I didn't like the idea of a peach cobbler. But as an adult, I must officially be old because, like, I could get behind a peach cobbler. Though, um, that would make sense, Ozzy. That would make sense. Like the one thing I used to like question my mom about all the time as a child was pecan pie. Like, ew, why? How is that a thing? Why is that a thing? So that's what I was gonna do last night. Um but I'm telling like it's weird, but right now I could really go for a great slice of pecan pie. Pears are awesome. Pears used to be Ellie's favorite food in the entire world before she stopped eating anything. So I did some playing around yesterday to try to fix some things. And I fixed a bunch of things. But there was something I wanted to do, and I could. By the time I got around to it, I'm like, I don't remember what it was I wanted to do. What was I going to do? Onions is fair. Onions I used to actively avoid. Now I almost wonder if I could bite into one. It's weird. Uh, well, Fat Drunk Ninja, I would definitely suggest that you stay away from them then. Uh, Elizabeth has a tree nut allergy, and that would probably make me weep. So, here's a thing. Hold on. Trying to log into something. Um, when I was diagnosed officially with my black pepper allergy, I was very much an adult, right? And leading up to that, I used to tell people that I had issues with it, and a lot of people did not believe me. Cue my ex husband. He would deliberately make food and put a little bit of pepper in it because he like wanted to catch me lying about what pepper did to me. Every time he would, I'd be like, nope. And I'd immediately like be able to like, I would take a bite, I would know it, and I'd push out the meal and not eat it. And he's like, I don't understand how you can be so sensitive to like one little spice in a dish. Like, I don't understand how you know what's in there, blah, blah, blah. And then a year later or whatever, when I get the official diagnosis, he's like, oh, well, then I was kind of a jackass, wasn't I? I'm like, yes, yes, you were. So, Fat Drunk Ninja, is that something that we should be doing on stream? Is having you Grinch style apples, onions like apples, or however, you know what I meant. You know what I meant. There's something I wanted to do here, and I don't remember what it's under. There. That should now no longer do the thing I don't want it to do. Cool. Well, okay. Yeah, but also there's something to be said about doing something that you like that makes other people uncomfortable. Oh no. That is wrong. That is so wrong. It That's not how allergies work either, especially like if it's an allergy that you've developed as an adult versus, something that you're born with. I can understand that they do say that there's like an ebb and flow to that, but you can't just like you can't pray the gay away. You can't just magically eat things that you're allergic to until you're just not allergic to them anymore. That's just wrong. That's also remind me not to bring anything with mushrooms in it for you to eat on Saturday. I'll make sure that I have lunch worked out, that we're all well fed and happy, even if we're eating while we're doing everything else. Because, like, if we do have to do a shot of Malort, I feel like having something in our system might be a good idea. I mean, yeah, to a point, but exactly. Like, if it's something that's minor, like me and pineapple, for example. I drank a tea, was it yesterday, that had pineapple in it? I am allergic to pineapple. However, my allergy is not like anaphylaxis like I get for black pepper, right? It just makes me kind of uncomfortable. And I'm willing to still do that because, one, it's really important. I think it's really important to give an unbiased opinion to all the teas that I'm drinking if I'm going to be talking about them. That's just me. And two, like, sometimes a little bit of discomfort isn't the worst thing. Food isn't food if it can kill you. So I found out that a lot of my intolerances that I have border what my dad has displayed. So Scott from Canada, hello. So there's certain medications I'm allergic to. Novocaine does like nothing to me. Like there's certain things that I just take after my dad on in so many ways. And so I kept asking if there were any food allergies I should know about. And mom's like, well, he says no, there's nothing he's allergic to. Talk to dad, he's like, no, there's nothing I'm allergic to. So then I go and I get my black pepper allergy diagnosis. And I come back and I ask him about it. I'm like, Dad, I'm allergic to black pepper. He goes, yeah, I don't use any of that. And I went to my parents' kitchen and sure enough, there was no black pepper in the entire house. I'm like, Mom, why don't you have black pepper in the house? She's like, oh, your dad doesn't like it. I'm like, well, why doesn't he like it? I mean, let's be real. Black pepper tastes horrific. It is like the worst thing on the planet. But that aside, I'm like, well, why? And she goes, well, he says it just makes him uncomfortable. I go, what do you mean uncomfortable? I'm like, Dad, what do you mean it makes you uncomfortable? He goes, well, it starts to make my throat itch and it kind of swells a little bit and I have a hard time breathing and I just don't really like it. I go, pretty sure that's considered an allergy, Dad. He's like, well, I haven't been diagnosed with an allergy, so I'm not allergic to it. Primo! Hello, Primo! We are doing well. How's the snow? How are you doing? How's it going for you? Thank you so much for this resub. Oh man, I have to do a ball. To grab Primo's ball. But then I also found out my dad has developed intolerances to bell peppers, ham, and pumpkin. So I'm kind of afraid of what my adulthood's going to look like. Tickle party! An inch isn't that bad. They were forecasting 1 to 3 inches here. I would believe that 1 to 3 inches possibly maybe fell, but it's more rain at this point, so there's nothing out there. I said tickle party, but now I kind of want to have a pickle party. How would we have this pickle party? And how can we bend this to my advantage and monetize it for Extra Life? French Toast Waffles wants a pickle tickle party. I'm pretty sure that if I tried to have a pickle tickle party on Twitch, I would be shut down. Yeah, I got the kids home from dad's, and I'm just I still have a space heater on because it's so cold. that should be the goal to incentivize somehow about how long does it take to Twitch to shut down the pickle tickle party. Ugh. JJ, you're welcome, little miss. That was very polite. Donations. So, would a nickel get you a pickle to add to the tickle party, or would the nickel get you a tickle of the pickle at the party? I am so confused, and this has gone down a rabbit hole. I probably should. Hello, happy weekend, everybody. I hope you're doing well. What is in this tea? This is the Moon Queen tea, a black tea with raspberries, black currants, blackberries, bilberries, and raspberry leaf. Guys, this is actually really delicious tea. It is phenomenally delicious. I know that there's no alcohol in here, but I don't need it because you guys are, thank you, Ozzy. You guys are amazing. Ozzy! Or not Ozzy, Primo! What? Okay. Thank you. Very, very, very much thank you. I still owe you this one. Now I'm going to draw the ball. Primo gets a second ball. And I already know what's on this piece of paper, so... Just so you can see before I put it away. 20 crunches. I swear there are things in this thing that are not exercise. I swear it, I swear it, I swear it. But hey. For all you guys that really enjoy seeing me tortured by exercise, remember that Extra Life page. 20 crunches. There's more than exercise and ice cubes in these things, I swear. I swear. He must have, because I wrote them out. I know what I put in here, and I haven't put any of the balls back yet. Like, as soon as I'm done with it, I put the paper back in and I put it in here. So I haven't even put them back in here, so I'm not even reusing the same balls. Matt's not wrong, because if you consider the fact that I put, it's 20 jumping jacks, 20 squats, 20 push-ups, and 20 crunches. All of that for only $15 as incentive on my Extra Life page, so... Last one was 20 crunches, right? Is that what the last one was? Now we got another 50 crunches. So thank you, Primo, for the 70 crunches I get to do on stream now. My core is gonna start really hating the weekends, you guys. Oh. 70 is gonna take a hot minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull another tea and get that ready. So you're like, you're welcome. It's this thing I do to myself. I don't know why. I have to do it. It's I swear there are things in there that are not exercise or ice cube related. Somewhere. Over the rainbow. All right. Pick this tea. It is Hernandez tea, a black tea blended with marshmallow root, pomegranate peel, pineapple, and lemon peel. It's like the tea heard me talking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this steep, and then I'm going to do my 70 crunches. Because it's Sunday, why not? I should promote my Extra Life page all week long, just to have someone just keep hitting me with the exercise torment, so I'm constantly feeling the burn. Yeah, man. Trying to make the tea without spilling it everywhere. There we go. The Hernandez tea. Let's get that going. Hernandez tea, available to you at elvenfairyteas.com. Best stop for tea and merchandise. Not that I'm promoting it or anything. My new notepad that I've been working on for work and Extra Life stuff. Mother Earth, she's your gal. Can't go wrong with elvenfairyteas.com. get that hot water. I think that should go to tell you how good that Moon Queen tea was, because I drained that fast. The water here is still hot. Now that I have this here tea steeping, now again, I have not had a chance to position my camera and use OBS to get it so you can actually see the floor when I'm doing these crunches. You will hear it though. I will sound miserable. And I'm going to have to turn my heater off again because this is not going to be pleasant. So, let's get this party started. I'm glad I didn't put reverse crunches on here ever, because that would be embarrassing for you guys to just keep seeing my legs go up in the air over and over and over again. Yeah, unless that's something that you really want. I shouldn't be giving you ideas. I'm going to stop talking now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 4, 55, 56, 7, 8, 59, 60. Whoa, what's that? What's going on? 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Who's messing with my lights? No, my lights were on. My lights were on. They don't default to this color, though, in that setting, so they might have just been white. I don't know. It's blue right now, as you can tell. It's a very blue that is up there. My core is like, whoa. Whoa. Let's see. Check in here. It's like an off-white. I need to stop looking up at the lights. That makes me a little makes me a little dizzy. I probably shouldn't be looking up at the lights like that. Does that look better than the blue? Okay, so Hernandez tea is what I'm about to drink. Might actually get around to playing something. I don't know. It's hard because, like, guys, I want to tell you about something, but I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you or not. Like, I did get the okay to tell my community, but The problem is my community involves a lot. Awkward. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing. Oh, I'm not. So you're saying I'm not okay? If Matt's saying I can't tell you, then I'm not going to tell you. Guys, I don't like it when I'm like, I've got this really exciting news. I really want to tell you about it, and it's like, I don't know. You're well, I did confirm that someone else knows, and the primary person that I was worried about knowing, like knowing or not knowing, knows. So I was told that. So basically, I was told that I can tell my community if I want to, and that guilds are going to be notified about it this month. But I already know that our liaison knows about it, so whatever. I could. My problem is that someone else that is also part of this community already knows and has already outed it to his community. So the news is already out there. So it's not even like it's an unknown because it kind of was out there. So I know I promote the Extra Life stuff a lot. Do you guys know what CMN is in relation to Extra Life? By chance? Pop quiz. How much do you guys pay attention to what I say? Or the stuff that I play? In relation to Extra Life, which I... Right. Extra Life, the charity that I raise money with, raises money for CMN. It's the Children's Miracle Network of hospitals. In turn, right, funds. So, in turn, local children's hospitals can be a part of this network of hospitals. And if they are, then you are, those hospitals are eligible to have funds raised for them through CMN and by default, or by extension, through Extra Life. There's something new this year where CMN wants to have a council of 16 people throughout the United States and Canada to be almost like a brain trust. I don't want to say too much more about that, but it's the first year for it. And CMN reached out to see if I would be on the council, to which I said yes. So, not everybody has been brought in yet, but I have a feeling it'll be soon. Ironically, the same time I'm kind of having a minor meltdown. The anxiety hit me immediately, and I'm talking to Matt like, look at this. Like, look at this email. At the same time, someone else got the same email and posted it in their Discord. And by all that, I mean Loopy, who has been in and out of here already today. Who is the leader of the Sus Squad, who is which is the team that I joined this year for year one, for my first year with the Sus Squad, right? Loopy got the same email. So now Loopy and I are we're like 2 of 16 of this council. So it's a little It's a little nerve-wracking. I have no idea what to expect, but it sounds like a great potential just to have fun and help others with their goals. And I'm super excited about it. Now, Fat Drunk Ninja, I reached out to Taylor before I said anything, because my first concern was making sure that Taylor knew. And the hospital liaisons were aware, those that were involved with everything, because not everybody on the council is part of a local guild or anything like that. And she confirmed that she knew that the email was coming and she was aware. So I don't know if it's something that's going to be brought up on Tuesday. I don't know that I necessarily want it to be brought up on Tuesday. It feels weird. But yeah, so if I'm hitting this Extra Life thing really hard already, guys, I can't express how much I just, like, I want this to go so well. And thank you so much, Fat Drunk Ninja, for saying that. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it entails. I don't know. It's almost overwhelming to think about it, and it feels silly that I think of it that way, but I am super excited about it. And like I said, I'm all in on trying to make Extra Life amazing this year in more ways than one. So that's like my big news. Like originally I thought that the biggest news I'd have for 2024 was that I was joining the Sus Squad. Well, surprise. So the funny thing was, like, because Loopy and I got the same email at the same time, I thought it was like fake, or I don't know. I didn't know how legitimate it was, because, like, what are the odds, right? But there was all this criteria about different sizes of individuals, team-based leaders, some that are actively involved with local guilds, some that aren't, and they're specifically looking for people in Canada. So I don't know. It's yeah. We'll see where this goes. We'll see what happens, but I'm super excited. And oh, and by the way, Fat Drunk Ninja, if we didn't say anything, the Christmas tree is at Rob's house. It's being kept in a room. It's still in its box, and it's being kept in a room where no cats ever get to. So I don't know if that's something that, like, I don't know where we're supposed to keep this. that's it's there. I don't know where it's gonna stay. Like, I don't think Rob necessarily wants to house it in his guest room for 11 months. But that's also a thing. It's there and ready. So yeah, that's just like, it would be nice if there was a place at the hospital that we could keep it, but I also understand why they wouldn't want to just start storing stuff for us. But at least when it comes to the discussion on Tuesday about the Christmas tree, we can say, the tree, here's the tree. The tree already exists. It's in existence. Whoever wants to have the tree and run with it can definitely do that. We can make sure that it gets where it needs to go. But yeah, like, a closet would be nice, because if you think about it, we have like the tablecloth, we have that awesome backdrop now, thanks to you, for game day, all the materials that we normally would have. So it would be nice to be able to, and if you think about it, this tree isn't coming back. It's not going to be like a multi-year use thing. So just having something where we could stow this, and all the items that would be going be like associated with the tree until such a time that we can start assembling the tree. It would be nice if there was like one central drop location that it could all be at. So Storage lockers. Well, I mean, do you think it's unreasonable to ask Taylor to be like, "Hey, can we keep this here? Like, what is?" Because if you think about it, the guild itself doesn't have like a central location. Our central location would probably be the hospital. So, and I'd hate to have to like get a storage locker just for a Christmas tree. I mean, it might not be like the worst thing to talk about on Tuesday. Sorry, guys, I'm hijacking the stream and making it all about Extra Life right now. Yeah. Like, I mean, because the majority of what everyone's going to be doing is up towards that way versus down here anyway. And having it where someone can meet up with someone or stop by and pick something up would be helpful to have like that one central location to keep everything. And even if I wanted to volunteer my house, I'm so far away from the central location that wouldn't really work. So that's a thing. Guys, the emotes that I had ordered are looking amazing. They look amazing. Oh, you know what? It's about time Third Shift McGee does something. Other than sleep on stream during game day and hope he doesn't get caught. I love these. As I drink from the mug that he gave me. Third Shift McGee did make sure that I got an Extra Life mug because this happened before I existed in the Extra Life realm. Okay, there it is. I was like, speaking of which, I know Ellie ran away with something from my wall, and it's still there. So thank goodness it came back. No, he does do stuff. I just like to give him a hard time, especially since it was so funny that I rated out to him on game day, and there was multiple of us trying to be like, guys, hey, it's pitch black in your house, and your screen's not moving. What's going on? I wasn't sleeping. I was just paying attention to something else. He's very old and very tired. I don't think he's older than us. Well, I say this, and I'm older than you. I know that. We all have to be fairly close in age. I'm assuming. Don't mind me as I turn this into the Sapphire Snacks on Everything stream. That said, Hernandez tea, a black tea blended with marshmallow root, pomegranate peel, pineapple, and lemon peel. Hernandez tea. This stuff is good. This is really good. 73, huh? I have comments and I can't make them. That makes me sad. All I'll say is that if he's 73, I applaud the fact that he still has the pastimes that he does. And I will leave it at that. So the two new emotes that I have coming, one is chaos button, and one is the wrong button, because I keep saying wrong button all the time. So it's not actually a button that says wrong, but it says wrong because that's my life and how I push buttons. Headphone warning, if you got them, this could potentially be very loud. You know, I would believe that. I would believe that in a second. Yeah, Primo was awesome. Primo coming in with the gift subs and getting 20 crunches out of me. That was awesome. Why do I do this to myself? Because I can. Full disclosure, the gumball machine does not come with me to Rob's house. So when we do the extra life events, you're not going to be getting exercises out of me that way. Or anything else. It'll be straight up extra life donations only. Which I don't think is that wrong, really. I mean, it is an extra life event after all, but... There were noises coming from this game. I had no idea what they were. Cool. Awesome. There we go. All right. I have no idea what I was doing in this game. I am so conflicted and so full of so many feelings on all of this. You have no idea. I was asked to be part of the sus squad. And I had to think about it. Because I didn't want it to be like a betrayal. I don't think that anyone on the Akron Guild would view it as such. Oh. Let me go back here, because I'm using Restream. And it's making it hard for me to see point redemptions. Oh, I have to change that too. Thank you. I'll have to log in and do that. So, the question is, Sapphire going to crush it with her new group? It is on the line. Then there is no answer. So let's try that again. Is Sapphire going to crush it with her new group? I know you kind of can't see this. But it said it's decidedly so. My goodness, I hope so. Like I said, it's I think I'm more worried about people's feelings than other people are worried about their feelings. If that makes sense. Yeah, I just didn't want it to come across as like some kind of a negative thing or me saying, hey, this was nice, but peace out type thing. Definitely not what I wanted, but that's not what I wanted. There, I've updated my channel points. Well, that's just it. Like I'm gonna still obviously be working that side of things too. So it's gonna be a busy year. It's gonna be a busy year. So I get that email one night with that whole scenario, right? And then uh the next day my boss is like, start thinking of certifications you want to get this year because we want to invest in you getting certifications. I was just like, anything else? Well, I don't think I have to ask this question, but we'll see just how well the 8-ball knows the answer. Did Sapphire fix the 8-ball redemption? Signs point to yes. So did it work? I need to figure out how to I'm pretty sure if he was, that would net us a bunch of money. So, and an adorable new child to love on. So there's that. But I need to figure out a way to get channel points to pull up on screen in OBS because I use Restream. So I don't see the channel point redemptions. I have to have, if you see me looking over to the side a lot, I have Twitch open off to the side so I can try to catch stuff. So normally it's like you guys have to call attention to the fact that that's happened. But eventually I'd like to have it so some kind of notification pops up on screen so I know to go looking for it at least. But I'm not very good with this technology. Outing Matt's dark secret.
Did you want something?
Nope. I want to remember what I was doing in this game is what I want. Well, I haven't been down there yet. Is this too loud? Can you tell me if this is too loud for you guys? I don't want to, like, blast you. Hello?
And move.
All that for no books. Already looked in there. Apparently have not been down this way, though. Man, I'm really liking these teas I picked today, because they're going fast. Super fast.
garbage.
Don't talk about me that way.
Might be useful. Something good here, I hope.
See what that skeleton has. I think last time I played this game, I talked a bunch of ogres into giving me a horn so that I can summon them whenever I want.
What's up for discussion?
I like how I'm just walking around and no one said anything to me about it yet.
Ours. Bugger off.
Okay.
Here.
As I loot things right in front of you. Oh, look, there's a shovel. I'll just take everything. No, but I think the barn's right around the corner if we want to go visit that. We can go visit them. That looks like an ominous door.
Be something in this heap. Gotta be something in this heap. Keep your paws to yourself, and I won't cut them off.
Yeah, you know, you don't really intimidate me. Hate to say it. There's that. It's got to be, I think it's up here. Up here, I think it is. This. Oh, that's the grove. Got you. So I have to go get Karlach. I already found the cellar. Thank you. I think. Let's go up here and see what's in here. There we go. Oh, maybe I haven't been in here. Yeah, different type of horn and ogres, but still along probably not far off the same vein. Stealing everything in here because what else? Why not? Gonna run around to the other side to grab that. Cool. Pick up. Bottle. I think you got a skull here. Yeah. I'm definitely one of those people that I loot literally everything that I can and then try to sell it back to the merchants. Apothecary.
There's a cellar here somewhere.
There is a cellar here
I don't see
somewhere.
one.
That's because you are blind, Shadowheart.
Oh, that reeks. Oh, that reeks. Oh, that reeks.
Alright, let's see if someone else passes.
Reeks of mugwort. Tastes terrible, but makes some useful potions.
Cool. So let me take it.
Reeks of mugwort. Tastes terrible, but makes some useful potions.
It'll encumber me. That's cool. You can send everything back to camp. Send to camp. Send to camp. Cool. I will take everything that is here because I can. Potion of healing, potion of sleep. There's a potion right here. I can see it.
Open up.
I felt the vibration. So we gotta go bother the ogres today? We can do that. But first, let's go down here. To the cellar. Let's take all the things. I like how that is just blocking out that whole wall there.
Well,
Well, I didn't... I think there's something right here. There we go. Gotta grab everything that might... What's the line when you start touching stuff? Is like, I'm cursed to touch everything, or cursed to put my hands on everything. I feel like that is totally my approach to this game.
Always room for more.
Maybe. Close enough for me. Does anyone here play Final Fantasy XIV or keep up on the news to that? Yes, Matt. Random, not random enough. Thank you so much for the resub. 28 months in a row. That is crazy. So when Ellie was 4 or 5 months old, this predates
Wasteth down.
COVID. What's wrong, buddy?
What's that?
I hear you. When she was like 5 months old, she was her first attempt at stealing from a store ever. All right. Time to see what Random's ball is. Well, I'm also listening out for Adam because I heard him up here. Let's see what's on this. Well, it is a little bit different than what I've been pulling, so I can't really complain too much on this. Before I say anything random, I have not adjusted the cameras yet, so you can't quite see me. I will point out that the exercise gauntlet for Saturday, you'll be able to see everything because of the multiple cameras in Rob's setup. Just saying. This one wants a 1 minute plank. So, not the worst thing. I can handle that, although I just had to do 70 crunches, so my core is already like, what's wrong with you? Sorry, I'm just listening to the chaos that's downstairs.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Can you get it back online? Because we need it.
There you go.
Thanks.
You are very welcome. Thank you for being so polite. That was cool. That was cool. Someone's having a mini meltdown because he was he hasn't napped all weekend, and his tablet died. So yeah, that's a thing. I'm still kind of excited. Like, I want to almost pull this out of the box, and see right side up, Sapphire, and see what this is like. But I also don't, because I feel like part of the fun is discovering this live for everyone. So I'm thinking that this can be something that I move to a milestone for Saturday. So it's basically electric hot potato. So I'm really curious about that. So I don't know, looking forward to Saturday. Yeah, like I'll do that, but I don't want to turn it on. Like, does that make sense? I can do that right now. Ellie came through clear. She came up to get the tablet for Adam, which I thought was really nice because sometimes it's hard to get a child to be in. Are you in? Perfect. See? Look at this. The chaos. It's there. I cannot wait for that chaos button. It is so close, friends. It is so close. So close. So close. What am I missing? Go here. It is looking after yourself. You should go eat. Although it's, what, 10:30 there? Pleased to be eating. Okay, so I pulled it out of the box. I pulled it out of the box. And it had this little key looking thing for it. So this is potentially exciting. I'm assuming that's how you open it to get the batteries in. But before I go poking things with things that I shouldn't, I should at least read what it says. Felt like I heard little... Yes. Do you need your tablet? It's on the bed. I'm reading the instructions there, Miss Nosy Nelly.
Are you getting ready?
I am not getting ready to play it.
Are these the parts where you get black strapped?
The parts that you get what?
These parts?
Are they what?
The things that stab you?
Zap! Like that?
You scare me!
Was that fair? No. Was it funny? Yes. You gotta unplug it before you walk away with it, my child. I'm not playing this, I promise.
What are these parts for?
The parts that zap you. You were right.
Are batteries go on this?
I'm reading right now.
Oh! Caught it.
I caught it. All right.
I think it needs that.
All right. Well, I'm going to read up on it, okay? Go. She is my daughter, and there's nothing I can do about that. I have been so focused on wanting to promote that sassy independent side that I didn't realize I was just enabling her to be myself. And now Matt has to deal with two of us. So that's the thing. Let me plug this in real quick. Also, double blueberry bread does sound really good. I love a good blueberry bread. Blah, 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 blah. There's like 20 balls, or at least 10 balls in here that request me to read naughty lyrics or limericks. on stream, you guys. So I'm telling you they exist, and it could be horribly awkward and clippable and quotable, but no. I have to do a minute plank, and I should be doing that right now. But I'm going to read this first, and then I'm going to do the minute plank before I forget. What was Matt saying on the way home from Vermont? He was going on about something. Was it toothpaste or a donut? I don't even remember which one it was. But he made a comment about the one downside. I think it was a donut or whatever. He made a comment about how the one downside to having a beard, because we all know I don't like beards, is that he can get stuff stuck in it. So it might have been him brushing. I don't know. But he's driving and I deadpan like, oh, that's where all that weight comes from. Pretty sure that the desire to just was so real. I'm wondering how bad he didn't somehow, and that one he admitted it was actually a pretty good one too. So I'm lucky he took it so well. Welcome to New York. Here's an insult. I'm assuming this is not going to be in the best of English, but we'll see. Shocking ball. The shocking ball, where, straight up, guys, the shocking ball. You notice the ball is capitalized? Should we be wondering why this is such a formal ball? The giant shocking ball that is blue. Oh, man. Saturday is going to be fun. The shocking ball has hundreds of different games that can be played. Just use your imagination. I don't need to read dirty limericks online. I have this. Here's a suggestion. Hot potato for 21st century. For 1 to 100 players. Pass the shocking ball amongst you and your friends or work colleagues. The shocking ball gives random electric shocks to an unsuspecting victim. If you drop the ball, you are out. Last person wins. That's only 2 sentences. Oh, we haven't even begun to shock your balls yet, French toast. The shocking ball emits electric shock pulses at random times between 10 and 30 seconds. Not seconds, second. The shocking ball, now this time shocking is capitalized. The shocking ball glows when a shock is being emitted. Contains shocking ball and activation key. To activate your shocking ball, ensure batteries are inserted and push the key provided into small hole located on the seam of the ball until you feel a click. The indicator light turns red, means the ball star working. I am not reading this incorrectly. I am reading this exactly as it is written. So the run-on sentences, the lack of grammar, the incorrect words, that's what this is. This is great. I kind of want to, frame this. Battery information requires 2 AAA batteries. Batteries are not included. Even more reason to have AAA batteries in this house. My dad got Adam a Thomas the Tank Engine train for Smallens, and this thing requires 2 AAA batteries, and it's running constantly. So we are constantly trying to charge and find AAA batteries in this house. Battery instructions. Switch product off before changing batteries. Replace the cover and screw using a screwdriver. Unscrew the battery cover and insert the batteries. Batteries are to be inserted with the correct polarity. Ensure battery cover is securely screwed in place before use. Please read instructions before use. Tortoise! Hello! Warnings! This is not a toy. No, it's the shocking ball. As we know. Keep out of reach of children. Not suitable for children under 14 years of age. I guess that rules all of us out next weekend. This item emits electric shocks. Like, straight up. Caps, bold. You can't miss it. This item emits electric shocks. Do not use this product on anyone suffering from epilepsy and or heart conditions. Do not use if you are pregnant. Do not use this item on anyone that has a pacemaker installed, as this may cause interference. Matt, stay away from my ball, please. It's shocking. It's too much for you. FAQ. How to install the batteries. Shocking ball special design makes the battery compartment narrow. When install the batteries, PLS, push them deep and touch both springs enough. Recommended users should not install screws with too much force, or the screw could get damaged. Method to install screws tightly. Once screwdriver connect to screw, rotate the screw clockwise. Rotate the screw anti-clockwise once you feel the screw leaps. I don't even know anymore, Thordis. Full disclosure, for next weekend, we have this shocking ball game thing that I want to play, but it was recommended that I open it up and see if batteries are needed or included and all that other stuff. So, batteries are not included. 2 AA's, apparently. Question. Battery compartment cannot hold batteries tightly. Sometimes bounce batteries out. Question mark. Answer. Proper installation. Insert the convex parts into the 2 grooves inside the battery compartment. Press the battery cap firmly, then rotate the screws tightly. The springs inside the battery compartment are used to be held batteries tightly. The battery will not work if not installed well. We can revise the Pickle Tickle conversation, because we were talking about how to incentivize it, and someone mentioned that we should use a nickel incentives for the Pickle Tickle stream, which then we were trying to figure out, will the nickel get a pickle to be tickled, or will the nickel get a tickle to the pickle? And how long can this stream go on before Twitch shuts me down? right, random. Last question. Why shocking ball stopped working? Question mark. The pickle may trickle from the tickle from the nickel. That seems fair. The shocking ball might stop working by automatic protection after several times shocking. If you use it again, need to turn off and restart the shocking ball. If the shock ball stopped working after dropping to the floor several times, it might caused by poor battery connection. Please install the batteries. Please retain instruction for future reference. Oh, I'm saving this. Did the nickel like being tickled with the pickle? Or is that what caused the pickle to trickle? And yet there's part of me that, like, my immediate thought was, I'm just kind of glad that Mark's not here. All right, so I'm assuming that this narrow space that needs to be properly installed is where you would open up and slide in firmly the 2 AAA batteries. And I'm assuming that this, with the power button logo on it, and the big hole next to the power button, is where this awesome, thin, long blue key would go in here to start. Oh yeah, it pushes a button when you do that. You do this to push the button to activate the shocking of the shock ball. So it's good to know I need to bring AAA batteries. That was a nice little segment. I'm so glad that the recommendation was made to open this up and check for batteries beforehand, because now we know that the shocking ball won't shock without the AAA batteries that need to be slid firmly into place in the tight canal for the batteries. Now I gotta do a minute plank. Thank you, random. And again, I haven't fixed my cameras yet. I'll get those in place. I can't tell if it'll be this week or not. But yeah. Plank. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 1 minute, please.
Got it. 1 minute. And that's starting now.
You know, a minute's a long time whenever you're just sitting there waiting for it to be done. Is time up yet? There we go. There we go. Well, there's a lot going on. First of all, next Saturday is a stream at Rob's house, the first big, I don't say big, but the first Extra Life event of the year being done Saturday at Rob's house, where we will play Unfathomable. Fat Drunk Ninja will be a guest star. It'll be amazing. He has agreed to the shocking ball, to the drink roulette. He, much like Rob, has said that exercise is off the limit for them, off the table. So any kind of exercise punishments that come out on Saturday are all going to be aimed towards me. So there's that. Yeah, I don't know anything about Unfathomable. I should probably look that up too. Hippie Redneck Geek requested that we play it on game day, and we just couldn't get people into actually playing it. So I want to make sure that we make good. Hippie was a wonderful donator to the campaign, not only on game day, but in general last year. So we want to make sure that we get that across before we do anything else. Did you get the Eggo cream? Because we can build a lot of fun incentives / milestones based off of all this stuff. So we might have to sit down and work things before we go live to make sure that the incentives are where we want them to be and the milestones are as well. If it lasts, well, that's a glowing recommendation. And not random enough, and Thordis, I mentioned this on stream earlier. I was kind of sitting on it, but I figured we were given the okay to tell our communities, and I was already outed in another community anyway. The Children Miracle Network of hospitals, where all the fundraising for Extra Life goes to, and then they, in turn, spread the money out to whatever hospital that is part of their network that you choose. I choose Akron Children's Hospital. My money's going to CMN. CMN is then giving the money to Akron Children's Hospital specifically. CMN reached out to me this week and asked if I wanted to be part of a first year. They're trying a 16-person council to almost like a brain trust for Extra Life. And they happened to reach out to me to be on it. So within Canada and the United States, there's 16 people. I'm one of those people. And ironically, at first I wasn't even sure if it was real, because Loopy Walrus, that's in and out of my stream all the time, that is the captain of the sus squad that I am now a part of this year, he got the same email. And it just happened to be we met different criteria that the person that was hand-picking people for was looking at. And that person actually has now recognized that I am now a member of the sus squad. And he even called it out on Twitter, which was hilarious, and I love it. But so yeah, so there's a lot going on this year, it looks like. So the Liberty Bread, I don't know if I would want to try something called Liberty Bread, if I'm being honest. Sounds potentially nasty. I do feel like I want to pull one more tea, though. Sounds American. It does, right? Apple pie and bald eagles right there in that bread. So, to those who weren't here, we've had 2 Elven Fairy Queen teas today. We had the Moon Queen tea, which is a black tea with raspberries, black currants, blackberries, bilberries, and raspberry leaf. And we had the Hernandez tea, which is a black tea blended with marshmallow root, pomegranate peel, pineapple, and lemon peel. And these both have been amazing. I'm thinking I might try one more because I've got a little bit of stream time left. And this tea is apparently making me very giggly. So I'm going to see how many streams it's going to take before I get my own tea pulled out of here. I have a tea after me. Like, I have all the merch that belongs to the tea that is named, that is inspired by me, and I haven't pulled that tea out yet. This one is the Prince of Locksley tea. Oh, this was a pull. It's a smoky black tea with raspberry leaf, marshmallow root, and rose petals. I actually think I had this one before that was up on my shelf looking pretty, because that's what I do. Some true American climbs to a mountain goes for the real taste of freedom. Yes, Matt, I haven't responded to your text message. I saw your text message, and the answer is it's the tea. And probably a lack of sleep. I'm not entirely sure. It's potentially going to get pretty loud in the background while I let the water boil. Where there's a will, there's a way. When people are motivated, they'll do, because people suck. I'm trying to remember where the Eagles are in Baldur's Gate 3. I'm so bad. Like, I don't remember anything. Ooh, I'll take that. Yoink. Take that. Yoink. And yet, look at how often that happens, Thordis. And I mean this, like, with all respect, but how many people go to a national park and be like, oh, look, here's this wild animal. Let's take a selfie with it and try to make it a pet. Because it happens a lot. Oh, they're there. Okay. You know, I never did anything with that other egg in my last playthrough. Actually, either of the eggs, because you can get the owlbear egg too if you go back for it. And I don't think I did anything with them. I just held on to them. Oh yeah, there's a lot of illegal stuff that people do, and they just do it. And then what happens is they have to euthanize the wild animal because someone thought it would be a great idea to touch it. That burns my biscuits more than Matt's blueberry bread. Like, I say this and there's going to be blueberry bread show up for me to eat now. Smells good though. And it's just like common sense is just not a thing anymore. There's the ... I thought it was funny. Yes. Yes, French toast waffles. That is exactly the type of thing I'm talking about. Because that sounds like a great idea. Even if that was true, do we think that the best approach is to load it into your car versus, I don't know, calling a ranger? Just maybe? Yeah, it happened. It was frustrating, and they had to put it down. That was the response. Tourist doesn't think, animal loses its life. Yeah. Yeah. Just all of that. Like, one of Glacier Guy's favorite things is to go out to Glacier National Park, hence the name. And I just like I feel like every time he reads one of these stories or hears about it, it just breaks a little bit more of him, and oh, you can smell it. You can smell the smoke on this one as soon as you open it. Although now that Matt mentioned the blueberry bread and I can smell it downstairs, it makes me think I am in the market to get a new candle because I don't know how well you could see it on my shelf in the background, but my candle is very close to having no candle left in it, and I want something that smells really good to burn in the background. A candle that smells like blueberry bread is not ever a bad choice. Although part of me wants to reach out and get one of the diamond candles, not because of the gimmick of the ring in it, but they're one company I know that makes an apple bread or an apple candle that is actually green apple in scent versus like a spiced apple pie or something like that. And I really like the smell of green apple. It's nice and clean and crisp without being too sweet or too flowery or anything. Let's see, how long has this thing got to steep for? 3 to 5 minutes. And she's awesome and puts the instructions on the packaging as well, so you can see how long to do all this stuff. Did you know that the Mother Earth tea is a smoky tea as well? Your fact. let's see, if your child was taken to a mountain lions, then there's little we can do for them anymore. No, ma'am. Yeah, I mean, the amount of people that get themselves or animals hurt because of selfies, like, I think the biggest case that I can quote is because it's relatively close to me. And by close, I don't mean my backyard. It's still a couple-hour drive. But I don't know if any of you heard or remember from early teens, I think, of the 2000s. There was an individual in a place called Zanesville, Ohio, that had his own, like, woo, thank you. Thank you. She ate it all. It wasn't me. Blueberry bread. So in Zames, and it's not the Harambe thing. Not the Harambe thing. That was in Cincinnati. In Zanesville, I think it was Cincinnati or Columbus, I don't know. The guy in Zanesville had his own personal zoo because Ohio had no laws about wild animals being owned. Yes, French toast waffles. Yes. By the way, the wilds are amazing, and I fully support them, and I'll get into that in a minute, but so the guy has a midlife crisis or whatever the hell he uses to justify any of this and decided he didn't want to live anymore. So he unalived himself. But before he unalived himself, he decided to let free every wild animal that he owned. Matt, you didn't overcook this. I mean, maybe by a minute or two, but this still tastes really good. So many wild animals were euthanized because they couldn't just be caught. And can you imagine, like, lions and tigers descending in a nearby podunk little town because they have no idea what they're doing? All of a sudden, they're just gone, and the person that was feeding them for however many past years is unable to do anything about it. Yeah. Now, that happened after I'd moved to Vermont, so I wasn't here to see it, which was both good and bad. But because of that, Ohio finally put in regulation about owning wild animals. And even then, only from so many on a list. And so, like, I could still own a fox if I wanted to because it's on the approved list. I would just have to pay to get an exotic pet license. But to what French Toast Waffles is saying, just down the road from that is a place called the Wilds. And they took an area that was like a strip mining location, like barren area, and they built it up with like trees as best as they can and grass and everything. And it's actually a wildlife preserve. And you can go and you can interact with the animals in so much that you can like get on one of those caged in guided tour bus things. But you're not like touching them. You're not, it's not there for anything like that, but it's also educational. And they actually like, you can zip line through the wilds, and that's where you can go and stay overnight there if you want to. Oh, French Toast Waffles. I can only imagine. The funny thing is, and not even funny, but like one of the last years that my mom was with us, we were grasping at straws at things to get for her because what do you get someone that's older and pretty much happy with everything they have? You want to get them experiences. You don't want to get them things. And unfortunately, even at that point, Mom she wasn't as mobile as she would want to be. But we went to the wilds because everything, you can sit down and they can take you through the wilds. You didn't have to walk all the way through it. So it was a really good experience to have. And I'm glad we were able to do it. I say a couple years ago, but that would have been before kids. So it would have been like 6 years ago, but. I would go back in a heartbeat. It was amazing. Whoa, man, that would have been okay. Wonderful. And the fact that I love nature. I love wild animals. I love all of that. But it would also be scary as all get out. Well, a child to it would be something weaker than it is. So it definitely makes sense that it would see it and think, food. That definitely makes sense. But, you know, then you're... Oh, that's hot! Oh, that's hot! Oh, that was not good. Oh, I'll be right back. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, that was dumb. I went to clean the steeper out right away because I don't want it, like, the loose tea staying in it. And it's one of the... Well, here, I'm going to show you. It's one of the ones that you, like... I can't show, like... You can, like, open it from the middle and get everything out. And I went to get the tea out, and the tea came out all over me. So, like, it wasn't the water, it was the tea itself that went flying up my arm. It was a little hot. It was not pleasant. I think I'll be okay, but man, that does not go down as the smartest thing that I've done today. Ugh. Luckily, it only stays hot for a second. But that second is a long second. A little nature napalm, basically. Camel, hello. How are you? I apologize for the giggly mess in the middle of all of this. I just decided to coat myself with hot tea. So, and not the actual liquid tea, but the stuff that goes inside the tea bag. That was fun. So, hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Sounds like someone can relate to Matt. Anyway, the Wilds is fantastic. We do need to stream from there at some point. I think it would be amazing. And I've honestly also considered a pet fox. And the only way I would do it if it's an actual domesticated fox. I will not actually try to get a wild animal and make it a pet. I don't know, camels. People might still have to defend themselves from that. I think a pet raven would be amazing. Just because they're so smart. I think you found some of your people in that. Oh, man. I don't think it shows... I don't think you can really see it. Like, right here, where it's all nice and red here from where it hit. That smarts a little bit. I'm kind of glad I'm not holding a controller. Are we bonding over, or by we I mean people that aren't me, bonding over, I mean, I say spicy stuff. I don't know what causes that. I mean, I could say ginger snaps, but then I'm probably gonna get the look. Okay. That ball... I feel like I have to, like, do this so that actually... in here, the gumball machines with the egg ball thingies in them, There is not a ball that says clap my hands 20 times. There are exercise ones as we keep pulling. There are ice cube ones. There are weird other ones. Not one that says that yet. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. See, you should totally do head, shoulders, knees, and toes for a redemption. See, I don't know how this stuff works. I'm so glad that you guys can educate me on the differences of all this. And I know I need to add more stuff to my stuff, but, you know, I wasn't exactly sure how the gumball machine would go over. Why won't it? There we go. Pick up the skull. Thank you. Apparently, based on last weekend and this weekend, it seems to be going pretty well. I only had to do 70 crunches and a minute plank. It could have been way worse. Looting all the stuff, looting all the stuff. It is mine. Cursed to put my hands on everything. I'm sure there's an actual, I say this and I've actually played this so I know, but like I'm sure there's an actual storyline, but the storyline isn't important. What's important is taking all the stuff you can get your hands on and selling it to the greedy NPCs that have all the gold. Pick up. Now I am encumbered. What is that? Dark amethyst. So we will, I don't think I need that yet. So let's just put all of this to camp. Minsk and Boo. I really wish that you could get Minsk sooner because I thought I had my feelings based by Act 3. I thought I had a pretty good feel on how I felt about the characters, and then I met Minsk and Boo, and that just changed everything. Well, you waited to eat dinner until 10:30 at random, so my mind is fuzzy and I'm actually eating. I feel like it was 1 or 2 that I had played back in the day, but I can't remember which one it was. They were top down, right? But Minsk, that's Matt Mercer does his voice, right? And Matt Mercer is the one who is voicing Vincent in the next Final Fantasy VII game. Random chance can't be the worst thing, I suppose. But, you know. And, you know, on my last playthrough where I actually did finish the game, I did make sure that I didn't let Jaheira unalive herself in the most epic of ways like she did on my first playthrough. I kept her... And I was like, you know what? I have Halsin. I will never use Jaheira. Ever. She was in my party when I beat the game. Because I enjoyed her that much, and I didn't think I would. Uh-oh. Ideas are dangerous. This. Oh. Oh, Family Guy. Oh, Family Guy. I thought I took this. I want to pick that up. Thank you. Okay, pick this up. Wooden bucket. All I see from that is BBQ, and now I'm hungry. See? That's what I pulled from it. Like all the random artwork I just pillaged from down here. Is that everything? For some reason I thought there was more to do here. Here, maybe? I might be thinking of the wrong underground place. I think I am. Alright, let's go!
Simple enough.
Iron Man hoping to get a movie to watch. Okay. Do 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 do. The wheels on the bus go round and round. I applaud you for putting Cocomelon on. I thought there was something above, like a key. Must have been the other one. I remember when all Ellie wanted to watch was Cocomelon, and that stuff drove me batty. A mirror. I don't need one of those. Whatever. Do I really fight over that bottle? Yes, I do. Ooh, hello. Even more stuff to steal. Yes, please. Can I take the hot cauldron? Yes, I can. Stuffed hyena head? I don't think that's really my kind of thing. Really? It was right there. Yeah, let's not go for the rotting basket. That's okay. Crystal ball. Alright, let's try this tea. Now it's cooled down a little bit, and I'm not as afraid of burning myself as I, did my, scalded my hand there a minute ago. So, full disclosure, because I have to be utterly honest if I'm going to be trying to promote Elven Fairy Queen's teas, available at elvenfairyteas.com. I don't do smoky anything. It's just not something that resonates with me very well. Thordis, thank you! That said, this is very delicious. It kind of makes me feel like I'm drinking a tea at a campfire, like campsite. I have never in my life done command EFQ because I have never in my life promoted elvenfairyteas.com where you can get merchant teas that are amazing. Like this Prince of Locksley tea, which is a smoky black tea with raspberry leaf, marshmallow root, and rose petals. So, when I was young, like 6 years old, young, my dad got into a pretty serious accident at work that almost crippled him for life. He never fully recovered, but it made childhood different from that point on. And before he had gotten injured, one of the things that we used to do, like every weekend that we could, was to go camping as a family. And this tea reminds me of that. I know it's been going on 40 years, but this tea reminds me of that. And as much as I'm not normally a fan of smoky things, I appreciate it even more that drinking this tea could bring back a memory that awesome. We were the family that did weird stuff. Like, there was this tree that was like split, so it grew like this, so it was wide, pretty high up, and my dad actually cut down another tree because it was going to. I mean, he didn't like just cut down a tree because the tree was there, but it needed to come down anyway, and it fell directly into that Y section of that other tree. So then here my dad just basically made a natural giant teeter-totter for us kids. Had to go like 20 foot in the air. It was amazing. Totally not safe for children, but we did it anyway because it was the 80s and who cared, right? Yeah, if the bots are working, it probably should still work. Not that I really know how any of that stuff works, but I can take a guess that's how. I could hazard a guess to say that it should still work. See, there you go. My emotes are ready, guys. Wait, Matt said EFQ's in charge? Well, it sounds like he knows what's up. Let me see here. I got to do a thing with the thing and the thing. And if you ever ask why I have to pull something away from me so far to read it, it's because I am farsighted. I just never wear my glasses. 9 times out of 10, I don't even know where my glasses are. Doing a thing. What? All right, so I want to. I think this is what I wanted. There we go. Had to make sure I did it right. Let's see. Sorry, I know this is very entertaining where I'm like, I'm just going to sit here and let you look at my half-naked ladies and Will and Astarion. Let me see if this works. See? Guys, I'm so excited for Saturday. I can't wait to get Fat Drunk Ninja on stream. That is also very true, Thordis. Let's see. He's here. That's not what I want. That is not what I want. Hold on. So 2007, I was working for an OBGYN and I was doing administrative tasks. And I was really good friends, still very good friends with this woman, but she was one of the floor nurses. And there was another floor nurse there that she didn't last very long in that job, but it felt like forever. And she was way, way older than us at the time. Like, still at an age that's older than what I am now. And it's been a significant amount of time since this period. So just to put that out there. And I remember that my friend and I were having a conversation about who's on first. And we went through the whole who's on first thing. And then this woman said that she didn't actually care for us because we had created a different language, and that we were doing it to exclude her. And so, of course, we laughed hysterically, right? Because what? Right? And yeah, we got called out for being mean to this person because we were purposely excluding her by making up our own language. So my friend said, okay, that's all well and good, but can you use that as an example? Like, what were we doing? And the manager at the time's like, I don't know. I just got the report that you were being mean to her. And I'm like, well, would you like to know what we were talking about? And as soon as I just said, well, we were talking about who's on first. And as soon as I said that point, it was like, oh, nope, go away. We gotcha. And it's just like, we are young 20s talking about the skit. I would imagine those that are more than double our age would probably know who's on first, but this is also a woman who got her nursing degree in her 50s because she wanted a change of life. And the first thing she did was get a job at this OBGYN. And after like 2 weeks, complained that she didn't get to sit down more often. Because why would you get to show up or sit down more often? Like, you're a nurse, you're a floor nurse. It's not even like, first of all, she was an LPN, so she wasn't an RN. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about LPNs. Far better than I am. But when, you get your LPNs, your RNs, you start using your RN to go up and get degrees, and then you start being like head nurse and directors and all that other stuff. You're 9 times out of 10 not going to be a director level with an LPN. Is it possible? I'm sure, but not probable. So what I'm saying is that if you're trying to get an entry-level nursing position, I'm not sure why you would think you would be sitting the whole time, but what do I know? What do I know? I'm having fun here, guys. Don't mind me. I am... there we go. So I want to do this, and then do this. This. Fat drunk ninja. And I say this like, I'm not a nurse. I've never been a nurse. I can't say that I'll never become a nurse, but it's not exactly on my immediate list of things to do. Has it been talked about? Has it been discussed at my job that maybe I should get my nursing degree to help out with stuff? It has. Whether that goes anywhere, I have no idea. I can't imagine me ever having a bedside manner that anyone would appreciate. But I do know that I have worked in the medical field for a long time, right? So, and my job is to specifically place nurses. So it's just a little weird to me, some of the stuff that I do end up hearing. Normally, my nurses aren't my problem children, but it happens. Close this, close this. Let's see. I want to see. Hold on. Hold, please. That's the thing now. I talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. Welcome back, Camel. And now I got one. My other emote, for some reason, my other emote, it's being flagged as needing to be reviewed. But this one uploaded immediately, and I don't really understand why. So I'll have to debut the other one later. But, or I'll just upload them to Discord, because that's what I do. I tried to make it like my animated person hitting the Discord, or hitting the K-Offs button. And guys, the drawing was super, super cute. But, it just wouldn't have worked, I don't think, for an emote. Camel, Not Random Enough is one of the best people on the face of the planet. Her wit is amazing. Her heart is overly large. Thordis is amazing. It's true. But I can also say the same thing about Thordis. So you shut up and you take my compliments, and you take them now. Sorry if that was overly loud. I don't care. You will take my generosity, and you will like it. You will take all the nice things that everyone should know about you, that I'm going to tell everyone, and you will like it. Oh, hey. Want to talk to me, buddy? No? You?
Don't have a word.
More of our crowd inside. But we'll send word you're all right.
I didn't even tell you that I was on your side. Y'all are dumb. Oh, we gotta get on the sour. We gotta get on the sour train here for a second. So, in some cases, people can't do hot things. I like living. If I try to eat something hot and spicy, it will probably kill me. But that said, sour is an alternative, and a warhead is a sour candy, and I believe they made warhead soda, so it should be nice and sour. French toast waffles? I feel like I'm in a position where I honestly can't comment on that one way, shape, or form or the other, because no matter what I say, it's not gonna come out well. Let's see, am I up towards... Okay, before I call it for the day, this was brought up, so let's go ahead and visit... It's this way. Let's go visit the North Barn, shall we? That was a worse burn than my comment about the white and the beard. I mean, yeah, two different conversations. I am getting the vibe of a song, for sure. And I believe, and I agree that that could be well written. I have so much to say, and yet nothing to say at all. Instead, I'll tell a story because that's never embarrassing. So there was a time back when Matt had expressed an interest in possibly starting to date me that he invited myself and 2 other people over to his house. He made dinner. It was awesome. And I appreciate that, Random, so much. As part of that, he made garlic bread. But instead of just making garlic bread, he decided to make it on the inside of everything bagels. Which, you know, hey, that's nice. That's great. I go all out, do what you want to do. I'm sure people love that. I'm sure people absolutely love that. I can't eat poppy seeds. Like, my opioid allergy is so bad that whenever I was trying to give like codeine to my cat, she moved in such a way I ended up getting it on my skin, and it instantly like bubbled up and instantly like was starting to burn through my flesh. And so he made this awesome dinner and he's got these there, and I'm just looking at him like, now I can't touch any, like, eat anything that any of these have touched. And yeah, that was a great, I think he worried about his first impression, and I just thought it was hilarious because you never ask anybody, right? You're not like, hey, I'm going to make you dinner. Is there something that I could potentially use that might kill you? Not usually the first thing on your mind, right? So but that said, let's see. I mean, kids can watch this, but we're also at least not family friendly anymore. That was hard to pull off. All right, so this was requested. I will I used to be a PG streamer. Did not work out well for me. And then like these games happen. Okay, I'm waiting. Yes. This scene was requested. This interaction was requested. So I am going to eventually raid out, but I wanted this to happen. Camel, you're right. You're absolutely right. And if you had been here, if you were here when I was reading the instructions to like the electric hot potato game that I bought, I mean, real life topics are bad enough as it can be, but the talking about paying a nickel to tickle a pickle, that might happen to trickle. I wouldn't want to censor out any of that. So, not that any of that conversation happened today at all or anything. But that said, I couldn't play this game if I was trying to be PG. For many different reasons. Especially for what I'm about to do. Which was requested because I haven't done it yet. I haven't done this with anything other than a barbarian. So I'm interested to see what the class choice response to this is. So, oh, please tell me I didn't activate it.
You hear another muffled cry. The two inside are still in the throes of passion.
Oh, let's see what's going on. Somebody could be getting hurt. I gotta check that out.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
I might. Shadowheart, I don't care. I don't like you. Asterion approves. Yes, baby, what's going on? There you go. Timing, guys, timing. I don't even have the witty comeback here.
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
Oh, the lag on this is horrible.
Don't disturb a half ogre.
Guys, what? What? The timing. This is literally like gonna be the last thing I was going to do, and then I was gonna raid out, and the timing. Ellie, stay over there, please. I mean, you can come here now, I guess. That's fine. Stagger, push, topple. What? Turn that down if you're gonna be anywhere near my microphone, Bebes. Please. Oh, yes, babies. Do you think that she should have a circus peanut?
I'm ready.
Ooh, hey, come on now. Hold on, babes. And then drop it. Matt, your dad said that you're done with sugar for the night, so what did you have downstairs that I should know about? You had cotton candy downstairs?
Guess what? I eat some that's healthy, you know.
You eat healthy cotton candy?
No, the healthy gummies that help you grow. Remember those gummies?
You eat healthy gummies that help you grow?
Yep, remember those gummies?
So, because you ate the healthy gummies that help you grow, you think that you can eat some candy now? Powdered donut and a cream-filled donut? Did you leave that out? And a Flintstone vitamin gummies. Oh my gosh. So, Ellie, I think that the answer is no to the circus peanut, Bebes. Well, I think that you need to save your sugar intake for tomorrow.
It's just one.
Please, just one, she says. As she is shaking my chair uncontrollably. No sugar tonight, the guess who? Ooh. Whoa. Let's see how bad. Oh, wait. Ah, oh, that lost my turn. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Bugbear and an ogre.
This behind us. Far behind us.
Are we giving out Flintstone gummies to everybody now? I feel like I'm hearing somebody in the background. Am I hearing somebody? You summoned her, folks. So here's the thing. I don't understand this. Normally being denied a circus peanut would be like a life-saving event, right? Thank you for not having to make me endure the pain of ingesting one of these horrible circus peanuts. But not with this kid. No. That's not how that works. Instead, I have someone that is probably going to break my chair because I have already been lowered at least once.
Hello.
Dorda says, hi, Ellie. She's an everything worm. Oh my gosh, Cat, please. What? Please leave him alone. It's okay. Camo, I don't think you were here earlier. I have a case of water, like the plastic covered case of water here because of all the tea that I drink, and I just drink a lot of water. And the cat will randomly come up and just start licking the plastic. Doesn't chew it, doesn't bite into it, doesn't do anything, but just sits there and repeatedly licks plastic. And it's like one of the worst sounds, I think, that like, Ellie, you're going to get hurt. Random says, do you know where Europe is, Ellie? No. She says no. I will have to point it out on a map for her. Let's see. Hey, I don't know who this person is. I think we should read to them. So my new thing is this cat just it doesn't eat anything, doesn't chew anything. It just licks, and it's not everything. It's just plastic, like Ziploc bags. Lick, 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 lick. It's just like, why? Even like the plastic grocery bags. Lick, 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 lick. Oh yeah, the kid's got tons of energy. I think that 2 different types of donuts and some cotton candy will do that. This is streaming with a kid.
That's my chair.
It might have been payback for the hot comment, but then again, I don't know if Matt even saw the hot comment. Yeah, the meowing. We were gone for a week and we came back, and now the one cat won't stop meowing at all. I can see that she's going through my stuff. You know, that just happens. So I should stream whenever no one else is here. Anyway, that being said, we are gonna raid out here. Once I can see what's going on. There we go. Did the raid actually start? Then she comes out with a kiss. Saturday, none of this. It'll be great. Torture me for extra life. It'll be fantastic. You won't even regret a second of it. Or the malort. That said, it's been a wonderful weekend. Thank you guys for all the punishments. Thanks for sticking with me, for letting me talk about everything. And we'll see you later. Bye!